why don't we just give the people what they came to hear? They've been waiting for 6 months to hear this. I mean, give the goods to the people. This is what they want.
Yeah. Well,
Give it to them.
I got spit up right here. I got semen over here. I got blood here. I got sweat here. I got tears here. It's been a whirlwind.
Well, this is the thing now. When you have a baby, you have dirty pants on 100% of the time.
You got that right, Fatty. There's a skid mark in here that would stop traffic.
The problem is, I live in a nice place. And everywhere I go, I'm flying first class because I get upgraded. I'm at Battery Park. I go to Equinox. I go here. I go there.
You're elitist. You're bougie.
I'm covered in sauce, cum, jizz. I mean, it's just immediately I look like a fucking dick face because everyone's all souped up and scoopy.
Coiffed and clean and shiny.
I've never been coiffed, cleaned, or shiny.
You've been queefed.
But I'm covered in... These pants I just put on, and there's still a little bit of a smear.
Right.
These are as fresh as it gets, but the kid, he drops all the food, he spills all the shit, and it's just, you come in your own pants.
Pap smear.
Yeah, you look pretty nice considering.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. These were a gift. But, I've been wearing these for 6 weeks.
Of course. So hit me with it.
Well, it's so crazy that we bang. I think I know the exact bang that did it, by the way.
Of course.
You ever have
that's
that?
Fun.
Yeah. It was a hotel in Lafayette, the DoubleTree, the gig.
Oh, that's not so nice of a DoubleTree either.
Not a great double,
that's
but
okay.
we had a double header in there, and we really each other hard. I bet that did it.
Yeah, that's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
All the ones that we did naturally died on the vine, so I just have those memories.
Well, still, you got laid.
But I can point to them, yeah.
There you go. Point away.
Yeah.
Pointer sisters. So, just crazy that 9 months went by. She's waddling, she's jizzing, she's queefing, and then, bam, now we're in the delivery room. Bam, now we're in the hospital. Bam, now we're back at home, and I'm putting a stroller together.
And it all passes, and then we'll do this on our deathbed.
Yes!
Your son will be 12 years old. You're on your deathbed, and then you just go, all right, well, that was fun. See you later.
That's it. It just keeps on ticking away.
Yes, it does.
So, what have you been doing comedy? 25?
I try not to tell people, but 25 years this
Woo!
October.
That's embarrassing.
Yes, it is.
No, you're doing great. What are
I'm
you,
doing
17th
okay.
special out there?
There's a handful.
Yep.
They're doing worse and worse, everyone.
Well, YouTube's dead.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
We're
So is
not
my
on there,
career.
right? All right. So, here's the whole breakdown.
Give it to me.
Scheduled C-sect. I don't want to hear your thoughts, your opinions. That's what happened. Put it in your pipe and jizz on it.
That's the way to go. I mean, we had the conversation before a couple weeks ago, and that's the way to go because we tried to push that thing out. We sat there for 22 hours.
There you
and
go.
It put me behind the 8 ball. Chuck's got emergency shit happening. You can tell.
so.
I know that face.
That didn't look good at all.
No, something happened. That was like that time. Remember that time you almost died on the podcast?
Oh, man, that was ugly.
That was gotta be that thing hit him. He does have a coffee the size of my father's asshole.
And he had a cookie and a few fries, so he's pumping its way right out of his beehole.
Okay, so you schedule the C. That's the way to go, and you have the date. And now I recall being upstairs, and your wife was like, "We're either going to do this date or this date," and you were like, "I hope she does this date."
Yeah,
she went with the opposite date. Yeah,
I had to cancel a couple of gigs, which was at the time, but pre-baby, you're like, "This gig's the most important thing in my life." Then you have a baby, you're like, "What gig?"
Right.
So perspective, Jerry.
Right. That was a fact.
It's a fast phone call. Okay. So, 9 a.m. scheduled C-section. No, sorry. 6 a.m.
Okay.
You got to be there an hour early, like a flight.
Right.
So we get the 4:30, beep, beep, beep. I schedule a nice Uber minivan, and he picks us up at 5. We head on out there. The sun is not out yet. It's freezing cold. She's huge. We're in the back of the minivan. The guy can't find the hospital entrance. I don't know. You got to get out. I go, dude, we got a pregnant lady here. Come on, we got to find the entrance. So we're circling in Hell's Kitchen looking for it. We finally find it. We get in there, go up the elevator, and it's really hitting you now. Like, holy shit, we're here. This is happening. And we sign up at the desk. There's an Orthodox Jewish guy in the lobby sleeping. There's a Hispanic woman crying. There's an Asian lady, like, twiddling her thumbs. I mean, it's a scene. We get in there. They go, all right, we're going to wheel you out. And I remember what you said. Men are irrelevant.
They hate us.
They hate us.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah.
Well, first they bring her in for a half an hour to make sure you're not abusing her.
I know.
That's the craziest.
Told her to keep her goddamn mouth shut or I'd give her the taste of the back of my hand.
Same.
Yeah, so they bring her in, and they go, "You sure? Did he rape you?" And she goes, "I wish." Da da da, and all this. So then finally, they give us a room. And by the way, I got to say, the diversity at this office is unbelievable. We had a Muslim nurse, then we had a Jewish gay anesthesiologist.
What?
Yeah, then we had like a Asian lady nurse. I mean, there was only one guy on the whole floor.
Wow.
So, by the way, these Orthodox Jews, they kicked that lady. He stayed in the lobby the whole time. He did not even go visit. No, nothing.
No kidding.
And I chatted with him literally. He goes, 8th kid. And I go,
Oh.
That's a little much. He goes, we are repopulating. It's our religion. And I go,
8 kids.
Okay, well, what about deodorant? Can we start there?
Octojew. I mean, 8 kids. That's too much.
Yeah. 2 horns, 8 kids. But so we get in there. They prep her. They put her in the scrubs like Matt Damon, going to kill his departed guy. They
Mark
put me
Wahlberg.
in. Mark Wahlberg, thank you. They put me in the scrubs, and I'm just trying to be helpful. I'm moving furniture I'm moving bags and strollers to every room. Now we're in the second room, and they prep her, and they go, "This is what's going to happen," da da da, and then they go, "This is it. We're gonna take you in a few minutes."
It's so scary that this is
Horrifying.
It's the craziest "this is it" of all time.
I know.
And I kept saying it feels like a late night set where you're like,
Right.
I know I'm going to be out there with the
Yes,
suit at
yes,
some point.
exactly.
But you're also, most of the day, you're sitting around in sweatpants, fingering yourself. So
Yeah.
you're like, maybe it won't happen. This party that's like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And then all of a
yes.
sudden, you're like, you're on. There's a guy in a headset.
Right.
Because you're on.
Right.
And then those nylon shoe things, I kept ripping them too because I was all nervous. You got to put the nylons
you're
over your
fiddling
shoe.
with
And I
it?
kept being like, whoosh, no, sorry, I broke it.
Oh, I
Whoosh,
see.
ah.
Yeah, they're very delicate. So they take her away, and I go, "Oh wow, this is it." And you kind of, it's like you said, you kind of hope like maybe it won't happen, maybe it's a false alarm, maybe we'll just go back home. Let's go home. What are we doing here?
Well, you have a moment, you're like, I want my old life back. I'm just kidding.
Yes, yes.
Oh my God, I want to go to Royal Oak for a couple of days.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love Royal Oak. So I'm in there alone. I'm in my scrubs. I'm just like, I'm a grown up now. This is weird. I feel like a child, but I'm in there, and I fall asleep. I fall asleep on the chair because I got up at 4:30 in the morning. I went to bed at 1:30, so I'm just like, 5 minutes go by, 10 minutes go by.
This is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my whole life.
Then a Jamaican lady comes in and goes, "What the f- you doing, man? Hey, Irie." And I go, "Well," she goes, "Your wife's having a baby, you fucking asshole." And I go, "Oh my God." So we run down the hall. I get in there. Door swings open. There she is on the table,
On the slab.
cut open with 8 women around her going, "You see the ball game last week? Holy shit, that was crazy. WNBA, they're not very good at basketball. Da, da, da. They're going into that." And they put me on the other side of the curtain. And they go, "You want to see?" I go, "I'm good." But there was a crack in the curtain. I saw everything.
Curtain crack.
Yes. Bad drug. I saw everything. I tried to squint, but I saw the cut. I saw blood everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Buckets of
everywhere.
blood coming out. Buckets.
I know. Ugh.
And she's drugged up. So I just have her head in a shower cap, and she's going, "What's happening?" Ah." And then the nurses go, "Brace yourself," or something,
Right.
some kind of thing. And she goes, the wife lets out 2 bellows.
Oh.
She goes, "Oh, oh," and then I heard, "Wah." So I do one of these. I look outside the curtain. I see a big, fat, purple N-word just coming up, just a big old eggplant. And he's screaming. He's got the umbilical. He's gooey and covered in queefs and jizz and semen. And they bring him over. And right when you see him, all you see is that ball bag. It's all scrotum, Jerry.
Wow, that's a big ball bag.
Huge balls.
You need a magnifying glass to see the ball bag.
Not mine. That
Wow.
thing, I mean, the dick, that could use some work. But that ball bag is prominent. It's like a fucking hacky sack.
It's like Ari's the dad.
Yes,
Huge ball-
exactly.
It's funny, by the way, it's ironic. When they pull the baby out, the baby resembles your dick the night he was conceived.
Huh?
It's slimy, it's purple,
Oh.
it's crying. You know
Oh,
what I mean? It's a
interesting.
similar goo. It's all gooed up.
It's all goo.
They got to wipe the goo. Just like you pull out, you got to wipe the goo.
Goo Goo Dolls. Yeah,
Yes,
you're
I think
right.
that's what that song's about.
It must be. So she's like, "Whoa," she's kind of loopy, and I made a playlist because I'm a queef. I made a playlist, and I was playing it by her ear, all the songs she likes, and like all the
that's
relevant
sweet.
songs and all that we've had in our relationship, the wedding song, all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so it's just Dr. John going, such a night, da, 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 such a night. And she's like, ooh. And so then they wipe the baby down. They go, you want to go see it? I go, yeah, I took 800 photos. I didn't want to touch it. They wipe it down. It's not purple anymore. They hand it to me. I've never held a baby for more than 4 seconds. I'm now holding my own child.
Uh-huh.
I got the throat thing, like
Throat thing.
the crying. When your throat closes up, you're like, weeping like a baby.
Uh-huh.
Try to hold it in. And the wife, I rip her mask off, and I go to give her a kiss. I've been crying. I'm completely snotted up. I snot all over her face. I'm like,
nice snotty kiss. That's
big
sweet.
snotty kiss. She's like, what the hell's going on? And then we get a photo. She's out of it. She's like, how's he look? What's going on? Where am I? Who are you? Yada, yada. Who'd you vote for? And I was like, oh, yeah, we did it. This is it. And I'm trying to be nice. They got the playlist going. And then they kick me out. They take the baby and they sew her up. The sewing her up took longer than the birth.
Right.
The birth was maybe 11 minutes, and the sew job was probably 15, 20.
It's forever.
Yeah. So then you're like, well, there we are. This is it. And then they wheel us to like the mom unit, where they like take care of you for
Right.
3 days.